Hello and welcome to the channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Hyde and I am a content creator. I started doing photography and videography somewhere around 2017, and with the COVID pandemic obviously shutting down a lot of ability to work for photographers and videographers such as myself, we lost a lot of our clientele. So I decided to take to the internet and try to create a living and a career off of the things that I was most passionate about and share that with those of you who follow what I do and are interested in the content that I create. Once I got on social media and my numbers started to rise, I quickly realized that there was so much demand for what I was doing, and that when the pandemic was over and it was going back to full-time work, I wasn't going to be able to juggle both. So I took to creating a Patreon for my most loyal and supportive followers, and I decided that I was going to do everything in my power to give back to those who are supporting me and allowing me to chase this dream and this journey through the content, whether it be behind the scenes, podcast episodes, what have you. So over the last 3 years, we've developed this evolving and ever-growing Patreon community. And I would like to share with you today a little bit about what's on that Patreon, what Patreon is, and how it's so important to what I'm doing to allow me to continue growing as a content creator and as an individual entrepreneur at the same time. First and foremost, Patreon is a tier-based subscription platform where you, as the most loyal and supportive followers, can go and get member-only exclusive content for supporting what content creators like myself do. Whether it be a musician who's offering tabs and early access to music, or content creators like myself who have meet and greet options, there's plenty of different options on there available for you in terms of perks and rewards that you guys get for supporting content creators like myself. Obviously, there's a lot of different things that I do, from content creating, podcasts, traveling, music with my bands, life coaching. There's so many different things that go on in our network, and I've tried to find ways to offer all of that stuff in abundance to all of you. By joining our Patreon, you guys are gonna get access to our private Discord server, 10% off of my Hyde merch, the entire Patreon catalog since the day that we opened Patreon. You're gonna get access to all the posts that we put up there. Behind the scenes from my band, vlogs, YouTube content, or just a day in the life behind the scenes. Podcast input where you guys are gonna be able to directly influence the topics of our podcast. Monthly coaching affirmations where I'm going to help you guys develop positive habits to further your quest to success. Patreon only merch, custom handcrafted Hyde fangs specifically created to fit your teeth. One-on-one coaching as a certified life coach to help you develop a positive plan of action to get closer to your goals. Meet and greet options where I'll fly out, spend time with you, and create content in your hometown. Free travel opportunities around the world. As we develop a larger community of Patreon members, we're going to be doing more and more traveling. Every opportunity that we put together for travel, I'm going to be picking one of our active members to come along with us for free. Travel expenses completely covered. And there's so much more on our Patreon, not to mention just the amazing community of individuals who have become best friends and family with each other just by being a part of this Patreon community. Patreon is important to content creators like myself because this is what allows us to chase this journey and these dreams of being a content creator and having the support come in to still put the food on our table while we're spending all the time creating the content for those of you guys who are interested in what we're doing. So Patreon is literally the backbone to the entire operation of what I've got going on here. And you being on this Patreon is so crucial because it allows me to continue to do this. Without you guys being on this Patreon, I wouldn't be here creating any of this. So I want to thank every one of you guys who are on that Patreon as what we call the baby bats, and let you know that without you, none of this is possible. Thank you, and I hope to see all of those of you guys watching this video head over there, sign up, and get access to this amazing community, the amazing perks that we have to offer. And remember, this entire thing is constantly evolving and growing. So some of these perks may be removed, some new ones may be added, but we're constantly working to better your experience as a Patreon member and to bring you into what it is that we are creating. What is my goal with Patreon? Well, that's simple. My goal is to create the largest community of positive, supportive, and loving individuals that we possibly can put together in one place. I've been so lucky to be surrounded by so many amazing individuals over the last 3 years, and I've watched so many relationships and families develop through our Patreon and our Discord server. I want to continue building that, and I want to continue to see so many people around the world putting their differences aside and to be able to come together to create something beautiful and to push each other to become our best versions of ourselves. My goal is to get to 5,000 patrons. We were challenged a while ago to hit this goal, and ever since it's been a personal goal of mine to see us continue this growth and to get to that place. And with that, the more patrons we have, the more I'm going to be able to give back to each and every one of you guys that are on this journey with me. Head over to bokuahyde.com, scroll down to where it says join the family, send me a message and let me know that you signed up to become a baby vet, and we will see you guys there.